As for value, DB Schenker will make sure that they are play fair and be honest, be one team with one goal, walk the talk, win together, push limit, and take customers further. Leadership in organization. How do we define leadership? Or we will know as organization leadership. Organizational leadership in management method in which leaders assist in setting strategic goals for the business while motivating employees within the group to successfully carry out tasks in support of those goals is known as organizational leadership. These leaders encourages the team members to work harder. The members of the team reciprocate the leader's actions. These individuals will be motivated to model a growth mindset for their teams and for themselves, and they will think about how they can directly contribute to the forward momentum of the organization as a whole. So how do we know that person is a good leader? The characteristics of good leaders, which includes developing a strategy that is consistent with the mission, putting the goals into action, and keeping teams accountable for achieving those goals, being able to communicate effectively, motivating groups of people to accomplish their best work together towards a community. For this assignment, we have chosen DB Schenker as the company that we want to investigate. DB Schenker is the world's largest land transport company which employs over 21,000 people in 430 facilities across the continent. A network around 32,000 regularly scheduled services for general cargo every week are provided by the company's internal business unit, which connects the most important economic regions in more than 40 European nations. As a general cargo carrier, DB Schenker offers its customers time and cost-effective services for general cargo, partial loads, and full loads. Because of this extensive European network, it is possible to supply service from a single source that comply to universally high, independently confirmed quality standards. As you all know, DB Schenker is one of the biggest transportation companies in the Europeans, which also has multiple branches across the world. DB Schenker's vision and mission. So for their vision, DB Schenker tends to be the leader in multimodal transport and integrated logistics using cutting-edge technology and innovative processes for customers acknowledged as highly competent and strategic partner to manage their supply chain. For their mission, DB Schenker aims to provide value-added, cost-effective supply chain solutions that would maximize satisfaction, achieve above-market returns, and become the employer of choice. As for value, DB Schenker will make sure that they are play fair and be honest, be one team with one goal, walk the talk, win together, push limit, and take customers further.
So, we move to revive vision and mission. Creating a vision and a mission statement is a part of the strategic management process. Creating a vision and mission statement is a critical component of a strategy development. This stage involves defining a company vision and purpose, determining strategic goals, and formulating a plan. DB Schenker is a company that thinks about the future and a high standard how quickly they can get things to their clients. When they work, they always think about the customer best interests. As a result, the company must be a company with ambition to reach high and grab the audience or customer attention. It anticipated to be more ambitious in establishing a positive picture of their company. They also must be stay grounded, since being ambitious is a contradiction. It may be seems ambiguous, but the underlying essence is to balance the necessary action. It is essential to strike a balance between seeing the future and be grounded in the here and now when writing a mission statement for the organization. In my opinion, opinion, before adopting a new vision and mission statement, we should first examine why having a clear mission and vision statement. To be clear, there isn't a single way to develop a strong vision statement that will work for every company. What matters is that the vision statement is in line with the company values, culture, and environment. So here we go, the Schenker vision and mission statement. So, in my opinion, the vision of mission of the Schenker have met the criteria. The concept and mission used are accurate, concise, and easy to understand. In addition, the Schenker can also be revived or add mission vision more creatively. For example, to cater to online purchasers need to establish our company as the world's top logistics company to foster confidence among the online community.
Internal strengths and weakness at DB Schenker. As for strengths, DB Schenker claims that they have a really great teamwork and good communications. As for weakness, DB Schenker face short-handed as because the people in the office are being split into two groups, which is Group A and Group B, where Group A will attend at office and Group B will be working from home. In case of anything happen during this pandemic, there's a backup plan. And because of the pandemic also, there will be no physical meeting, hence there were too many conference calls. Next is opportunities and threats faced by DB Schenker. As for opportunity, DB Schenker faced expanding organization and able to market vacated by ineffective competitor. As for threats, DB Schenker faced pandemic, competitor, and also price war.
So, we move to the next topic, which is CPM. What is CPM? Okay, CPM is a competitive profile metric. Competitive profile metric is an essential strategic management tool to compare the firm with the major player of the industry. CPM show the clear picture to the firm about their strong point and weak point relative to their competitors. In other words, CPM is a tool that compares the firm and its rival and reveal their relative strength and weakness. In order to better understand the external environment and the competition in a particular industry, firms often use CPM. The CPM identifies a firm's key competitors and compare them using industry critical success factor. The analysis also reveals the company's relative strength and weakness against its competitors. So, as a result, a company can easily identify the area it should improve and the area it should be protected. Just I did mention just now about critical success factor is the key or area that determine a company's success in the industry. To succeed in industry, a company must perform at the highest possible level of excellence. This factor vary among industry or even strategic group. CPF should include both internal and external factors for analysis. Therefore, if you want more accurate analysis, include more relevant factors. The first thing in CSF is a weight. Assign a weight from 0.0 is a lower important to 1.0, high important to each critical success factor. The weight indicates the importance of the factor in the company's success. If you don't assign weight, then all factors will be equally important. This is an impossible scenario in the real world. The sum of all the weight must equal 1.0. You should not emphasize separate factor too much by assigning of a weight 0.3 or more. This is because a company's success is rarely determined by just one or a few factors. The second part is rating. For the rating in CPM refer to how well companies are doing in each area. They range from 4 to 1. For 4, that means a major strength. For 3, it's a minor strength. For 2, it's a minor weakness. And for 1 is a major weakness. Subjectively, assign the rating and weight to each company. However, this process can be done easier through the benchmarking. Benchmarking reveals how well companies are doing compared to each other or industry average. The last one is the score. The score is the result of weight multiplied by rating. Each company receives a score and each factor. Total score is simply the sum of all individual score for the company. The firm that receives the highest total is relatively stronger than its competitors. So, among the DB Schenker's stronger competitors are DHL and the Queen Nagels. So, this is an example of CPM of DB Schenker and their competitors. So, in this CPM, for the key success factor, I choose marketing, price competitive, transportation, service, customer service, customer loyalty, and technological competence. So, from this CPM table, we can see that DHL got the highest score. Even in global, for logistics, DHL and Queen Nagel got top 1 and top 2. DB Schenker in top 3. So, in my opinion, if DB Schenker work harder and improve their services from time to time, surely this company can beat DHL and Queen Nagel in terms of marketing, competitive price, transportation service, customer loyalty, and technological competence. This is very important to reach the target in a successful direction.
I'm AISHA. My name is NURUL. For my part, I will explain about the strategic planning that we have proposed to DB Schenker in our report. Okay. For the first one, we propose to DB Schenker to do their own internal factor evaluation IFE tricks. Okay. The purpose is to evaluate the internal environment of DB Schenker and also to figure out what are the strengths and weaknesses in DB Schenker. By doing IFE matrix, DB Schenker can take a look at each strength and weaknesses, then putting a weight score to the factor, and from IFE matrix, they keep what are the internal factors that should be maintained, and what should be improved or what should be focused more, into the efforts of minimizing the risks or problems within the Schenker. Next, for external factor evaluation, EFE metric, it is a contrast to the IFE, where in EFE, DB Schenker will have to take a look into the external environment and figure out what are the opportunities, what are the threats within the organization. So as you can see, differences between IFE and EFE before. So EFE is where the DB Schenker should list what are the opportunities, what are the threats within the organization, bring the score, bring the rating, and from here they can know which opportunities will benefit them more, which threats should be focused more, so that any rising issue, any rising threats within DB Schenker can be minimized. Next is about the TOS analysis. TOS analysis is an extension of the SWOT analysis. If SWOT analysis, we will only take a look into the strengths, into the weaknesses, into the opportunities and threats. But in TOS analysis, we propose DB Schenker to take a look into their internal and external factors. By listing down the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats, and come out with strategies. So for DB Schenker, we propose 4 strategies based on the strength, based on the weaknesses, based on the opportunities and threats. First, we propose DB Schenker to measure their potential clients and competitors in order to expand their market size and also the numbers of new customers. We also propose DB Schenker to conduct new hiring to expand the manpower of DB Schenker. Then measuring options to overcome rising threats in supply chain management during COVID-19 pandemic. And lastly, is also to quantify the products or services prices to satisfy the client's needs and expectations of the Schenker. So, from the tasks and basis, from all strategies that we have recommend to the Schenker, we come out with two alternative strategies that we think it will fit best for DB Schenker. The first one is conduct new hiring to expand the manpower of organization, and the second one is measure options to overcome rising threat in supply chain management during COVID-19 pandemic. So, when DB Schenker developed QSBM, okay, and have listed down what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and so what are the alternative strategies that they want to use, they can come out here with the attractive score. Attractive score here means which of the following factors, okay, should be focused on by the Schenker. Okay, so if the total attractive score is high, okay, definitely that strategies will be the main strategies, okay, for DB Schenker to carry out, okay, if other strategies are not working well. So in this table, you can see, okay, the second strategies, okay, have large numbers in terms of the attractive score compared to the first one. Okay, so from here, DB Schenker can know measuring options to overcome rising threats in supply chain management during COVID-19 will be the best alternative strategies for them to take a look first on. Okay, rather than the conduct new hiring, expand the manpower of organization. We do not say that the second alternative strategies is not good for them. No, it's good, but between these two, which one they have to the priorities. Okay, so after we have come up with the alternative strategies for the Schenker, we also come up with the advantages and disadvantages between these two strategies. Okay, so from these two strategies, we think that, okay, when DB Schenker conduct new hiring to expand the manpower of the organization, the major option to overcome rising threats in supply chain management during this COVID-19 pandemic, definitely Schenker can overcome the issues of manpower support. It can increase the level of productivity in performing the daily business operations of the Schenker. Okay, they can also use these two alternatives as a guidance or key point. Okay, measure any upcoming issues or threats within DB Schenker business operations and know what they should do if such issue or threats comes reels into the DB Schenker daily business operation. Okay, for the disadvantages, we think that these two alternatives, okay, will require cost. Okay, because hiring staff will definitely require the HR department, okay, of DB Schenker to come out with what cost they need in order to pay staff. Okay, the salary. Okay, what are the effort, time, and plan they should do in order to prepare for the recruitment process, okay, in terms of posting the job advertisement, in terms of doing the interview session, selections of staff, reviewing the CV of the candidates, okay, and then in terms of measuring options to overcome the rising threats in Schenker, we recommend DB Schenker to seek for professional advice. Okay, because COVID-19 pandemic is a whole new phenomena that one expect will happen. So definitely DB Schenker has never faced COVID-19 pandemic before. Okay? It is something new to everyone, to all organizations around the world. So, we recommend the Schenker go seek for the professional advice on how we can minimize all threats, all issues in DB Schenker, because professionals, okay, they have high levels of knowledge, so they know or they can recommend, they can give advice on what option will work best for DB Schenker. But seeking for their advice will require cost, okay? Because DB Schenker will definitely have to pay for their advice for the services, okay, provided by the professionals. That's all from me. Thank you, Doctor. I think the next part of this video will presenting by my other friends.
So my name is AFIFAH NURUL BINTI ZAKARIA. Today I would like to present for my part in my group assignment, which is the discussion and recommendation. So let's go to the next slide. The discussion for the role of information professional. Their role in the organization is to organize the information, help to store the information, preserve the information in the right way, and disseminate the information in the right way too. They also help the organization so they can operate the way how their vision, mission, and objective are demanded. They have to provide consultation when the organization wants to develop a strategy and decision making. They also have to help to provide information-based solution services for organization and to guide the staff in managing the organization information in an efficient way. So basically, we know that information professional, they are very knowledgeable, they are very highly skilled in generating information and managing information. So the organization can learn and get a guidance from the information professional how they should manage their information and how they should do when the information don't have a value. So basically, information professional is a very essential in the organization. They create awareness and they give a clear direction for the organization about what should they do and what they cannot do. So, but in that way, they can reach their vision, mission, and objective. Okay, for the importance of information governance is a process of managing information with a good and strategic framework. Information governance can help to minimize the risk of managing the information in the organization. The importance of information governance for the organization is to make sure that all the data that are being kept in their custody is safe and secure. Information governance can help to keep the information and record well so they remain relevant and reliable. This is because for the points of to make sure all the data are being kept in their custody is safe and secure is information governance is really put a lot of effort in part of security, information security. They really make sure that only the authorized person can access the data and information. By this can avoid to any loss or alteration to the original information. And then, for the point of to keep the information and record well, so they are remain relevant and reliable is because when the information governance give a guideline for the employee, they know the useless or unnecessary information should be removed from their custody. This can help to cut time, this can help to cut costs because they didn't need to manage the unnecessary information and data in their, for example, like maybe record keeping or information management. Okay, we move to the next slide, which is recommendation. For the procedure for strategy and review and evaluation, I recommend the organization to review and appraise the basis of strategy, because we know every strategy and planning should have a What I mean is have evaluation and review. So in this part and in this step, when the planning or strategy have been adopted for a long time, because for a certain strategy it take a long of time to be fully adopted. So maybe there are some changing for their SWOT analysis or SWOT metric. So at this time, the strategists will know that the strategy that they implemented is not suitable anymore for they to use. Okay, so from here they will know that they need to make alteration. After that, they need to calculate the organization performance. Within this step, when they already know about the SWOT for their strategy, they will know, they will measure. For example, how their original strategy result that they expected is already tally with the latest result. So basically, they will know if it's tally or not with the original or with their previous planning. So apply the corrective action is where when they know that it's not tally what they desired and the result after that, they have to do the corrective action, where this will include also the alteration of the organizational structure, the relocation of funds, and maybe also the changing of the policies and procedure in their organization. So basically, they need to do an improvement or either do a new strategy, so they can what we call it, so it can suitable with the needs of their strategy work. Okay, we proceed to the recommend a new role of information professional in the organization. So basically, the information professional should be expert in managing technology, because nowadays we know technology is already embedded in our society, and also we have become familiar. It doesn't matter in a work environment or daily life, we use technology to communicate. So basically, if the information professional they are not being expert or technology literate, it's very hard for them to give a guidance for their clients, for example, because everyone nowadays is using technology. So to become a consultant for their client, they also become a technology literate first. So their roles in information in organization is they need to learn, keep learning about technology, because technology is very advanced nowadays. It can keep changing, but they need to have a will to become a better version as a information professional. And then for the social skill and multi-language ability, as we know, their clients come from various country, language, and also cultures. So basically, if they didn't have a skill like multi-language ability and they didn't have a skill of socialize, it's very hard for them to get in touch with their clients. And at the same time, when they want to communicate, there are barriers of language, and this can lead to the failure of satisfactory for their clients. So their roles need to be improved and advanced, so they are going to remain as relevant for their clients in digital age and nowadays. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening, and have a nice day.